All right, time to do CSS battle. Kind of like a truck or something. Look, it's a bunch of boxes. Um, okay. I think, oops, that's the wrong thing. That the play is a conic gradient and getting it to repeat correctly. The question is, backgrounds. All right, well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to reuse the background on the HTML and the body, but I'm not going to know that if I don't start writing something down. So I'm going to start writing stuff. There's going to be an @ but I don't want it yet. It's going to be, I'm trying to follow the way Joe Crawford does these because he's really good at them. So it's going to be transparent for 75%. Then it's going to be this yellow color for 25%. So there's a square. Now the square is in the wrong place, which is fine. And the square is not repeating, which is also fine. Our first job is to get the square to be the right size. So we're going to say @ and I don't know what it's going to be. Let's call it 100 pixels, 50 pixels. Whoops. Okay, now we're getting the square on both the body and the HTML. Right now, I'm just going to select the HTML. So that's not quite right, but it's close. Let's try 40 pixels. That looks better. Now we need to move it down. So it's going to be at 40 pixels, 30 pixels, 40 pixels. So that one is in the place that is correct for this first one. Now we need to get it to repeat. We're going to do that by setting the size. And I don't know what it's going to be. 200 pixels, 200 pixels. Okay, that's wrong, but doing something. All right, so it's wrong in X because it's too short. So 230, 40. Now it's wrong in Y because it's too long. So 180. Okay, that is the right thing for kind of what I'm seeing as the wheels of the truck. Now, the next thing we need to do is do the rest of them. Now, could I rotate? You can't easily. I've tried rotating a background image before and failed. Not saying you can't do it. I'm saying I probably wasn't smart enough to do it. So let's just select the body. We will do background, conic gradient. And none of this is working because of that conic gradient. It's going to have an @ also, but I'm not going to tell it that yet. It's going to be the same thing. This one could probably be a little. Oh, can I do this? I don't know. Can I make that there? Yeah. So that makes it a little shorter. Now, I can't reuse it if I do it that way, but that's probably okay. So it's going to be transparent, 75%. That was right. And then yellow color, 25%. Now we have the same thing as we had before, but this time my instinct is to margin it. I'm not sure if I need that, so I'm not going to yet. All right, this one's going to be @ 40 pixels, 100 pixels. That's approximately the right size. Now we need to move it. So we're going to move it over some amount, 30 pixels. It's going to be a weird number because body's default padding 22 pixels. And then down, I don't know how much. We're going to start with 100. That's a little too much, 90. And that's probably going to be like a 92. Okay, there's that. Now, we need it to repeat horizontally. So that's going to be something like 60 pixels. That's actually very close. Why is, okay. Darn it. We get kind of one too many repeats. So I do need to margin a little bit. Margin 10 pixels. Well, that's pushing it in one way. That's okay. We can deal with that. Let's make this back to 10. And then we need to offset it a little bit. So it's going to be 20 and 90. And we can get rid of pixels on that because we don't need that unit there. I mean, I would like to reuse this, but I don't. I'm not smart enough to do it. And I don't have a ton of time. Can I reuse it? Well, there's one way to know. Let's get rid of our background here. And let's say rotate 90 degrees. And let's use star selector. I mean, that kind of works. Obviously, these numbers need to be different, which actually all of these numbers need to be different. So, can I do something like var, I don't know what this is called. I'm just going to call it x, minus x, minus x, comma, all of this stuff. And then say minus x, 20 pixels, 90 pixels, 60 pixels. I mean, I can say it just doesn't work. Okay, but, yeah, so problems, right? So because of this, let's try putting that there. Yep, same problem. That was what I was afraid of. Maybe we can kind of get. Maybe this will work. Let's wait for a minute. That's not what I expected. Oh, right, because X and Y are confused because I'm rotated. That's not what I want either. 150, 40. That's about right. Now, what needs to happen? 80, 70. It's getting worse, but that's okay. 50, 40, 30. Okay. Now what is the problem? It's not going to the edges. Margin. Wait. I still get the body hiding the HTML, but can I fix that with margin? 50, 50, minus 20. Yeah, it gets worse. 150. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Now what if this were less? Okay. And that might be it. That looks like it. Okay, so these are 0, 0. 600, I don't know why that's 600. Can it be 0? No. Oh, it has to be something. Something non-zero. Let me uncue that. Let's get rid of that. We can get rid of that. Um, that's not awful. This is going to be, what, 25 VW? And 40 pixels is 10 VW. Doesn't say any characters. 30 pixels, 10 VH doesn't save characters. Can I get away with 32Q? Maybe. Yeah, that one's okay. I don't think I'm gonna. Maybe I get away with 42Q? Nope. Make sure that's still working. Yep, that's still working. 240. That was 50, 60 VW. And 180 is 45 VW. Can I get away with 63Q? Nope. 4, 5, none of the above. 20VH. Doesn't save characters again. Let's load the thing and make sure I'm not being stupid. Well, more so than normal. 5 characters. Yeah, okay. See if I'm stupid on the others. Not that one. Not that one. I don't think that one. Nope. Okay. I'm gonna hit this button, submit, and that's 14 minutes. We're gonna call that good for today. That's not horrible. Thanks for watching. See you next time.